Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's a draw, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The play action fake unloads to the wideout, and it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Allen. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Turner. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Another incompletion on third down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Harmon. Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Herd! And the punishment has been extended. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Check. White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice. Set. Watch left.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10.
Touchdown, Panthers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 19 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Lacey. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for a gap. It's Mathis. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Marshall quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated,
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Rides the back and leaves it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal.
The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Runs through a tackle. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Got his man. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 8.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. It'll be a draw.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Riles. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this...
There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Amos. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Marshall will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ground.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Riles. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
And 1st down for the offense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Let's go.
Offense set on first down. And they'll take a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And the quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.